new white pot, Project Dirt, as we call it. I'm just having a look at the servicing while I'm here. I've still got that flashing lights on the boot. I've changed the boot switch, you know, the handle, the chrome handle. I've changed that. I've also changed the lock as well to the original one. It's still doing it for some reason. I'm sure it didn't do it before, so I don't really know why it's doing it. So I thought I'd have a look at my multi-ECU scan to see if that throws up any clues, but it hasn't. But while I'm here, I just thought I'd look at the servicing. So we went through this before on the previous car. It says distance after last service 72,000 miles, but that's obviously wrong. But the last service date 6th of February, so at least I know. Number of services 1. So what I'm assuming has happened is it's been serviced regularly, because you only get 9 service coupons. So I would say from that means that the service coupons have all expired, and it's been given another service, some more service coupons, and then it's had a service since then. So that's quite good. So I shall take a photograph of that so I know, and let's have a look at the number of service coupons, see if this gives me any information. Where's my mouse? There it is. Let's go yes. Set number of service coupons 1. So there's only 1, so I don't want to do that now. I'm not sure what the graph is going to show me, if anything. I don't think a graph is really of much use, to be honest. But yeah, no, I just thought I'd show you that again. That as I say, we went through this before, and it showed us that if without a service history, you can interrogate the body computer and have a look, and it gives you a bit of a clue. But it's only obviously showing the 1 service on that, so at least that tells me that it was done, what, 6 months ago, 6 months or so ago, which is good. So I just decided I'm going to get this stereo out. Obviously there is still stuff I've got to do on this car, even though most of it's sort of, you know, bodywork and so on. There are things that I've got to do. One of them is getting that stereo out and seeing if we can get a faceplate for it. So I thought I'd do that now. So to get the stereo out, I don't know what prongs I'm going to use to do this. So I'm hoping by taking off this, might give me a bit more of a insight as to how I get that stereo out. I can't see any holes in it that you normally would stick prongs in to release it, but it might just be screwed in underneath here, so I'm going to have a look. So take that off, undo this, undo the screws under here. There's another 2 screws behind here, so obviously that has to come off as well. I'm not going to go through all that, I've done all that before, but I'll come back once I've got that off. It's just a matter of yanking it. We've got an ISO connector in there, which obviously goes onto the original one with the car. It was brute force actually to get it out, which is a bit strange, but there is a label on it, and it is a Sony. So I'm going to Google this Sony MEX N4200BT. Oh, it's got Bluetooth as well. So if I get onto Sony, or someone that sells Sony stuff, I might be able to see if I can get a faceplate. That would be really good. So I'm going to have a Google of that now, and see what we can get, because it will make more sense if I can get a faceplate for 30 or 40 quid, and this is a decent stereo that works, assuming it works, then I might as well get one. Seeing as I've got all the cable in there as well, why not? So let's have a look, see what we can find. So I've had a look on eBay and on Amazon. Nothing available faceplate wise. There was one that sold on the 20th of July, so that was a bit annoying, for about 12 quid. So, but what I have seen on eBay, which ends in about 50 minutes, is this stereo with the faceplate, and at the moment it's only £16. The prices seem to vary on eBay between about 70, brand new, about £79 and £129, depending on where you get it from. So obviously I'm not going to do that, but if I can buy one second hand for 16 quid, 20 quid, something like that, plus 4 quid postage or whatever it was, I might as well do it. Well, at least I know for one, at least I know the wire is going to be correct. So it's just a matter of plugging it in and putting this stereo back in again. So yeah, so with a bit of luck, it might work. Still trying to work out how this thing goes. I think it was just clips, and I just happened to see those clips there. I think that's the only thing that's holding it in. So this cage hasn't actually been put in properly, but I can just push this back and yeah, let it get on with it, and we'll see what this goes for. Failing that, I I don't really want to use my funky one in this car. So I might end up buying another cheap one if I don't get that one. Preferably a Sony one, I suppose, because then the wiring will be the same, I guess. See, this is obviously an ISO. I don't know if this is a standard. I'm not that familiar with ISOs. I know what they are, and I know what you have to do with them. But I'm not that familiar with them. That's obviously just left hanging because we don't need that. But we'll see. Yeah, we'll see. If we don't get, if we don't get this one, the one that's on eBay that ends in 45-50 minutes, then I'll buy something similar. Another Sony. There's loads of Sony ones on there. Some second hand as well. So one way or another, I just don't want to really. I don't feel that I need to put an expensive stereo in here. Well, I mean, the funky one's not expensive. It was 75 quid, but it's just I don't really want to put that in this car. We'll see what happens. If I don't get it, I could always, if I can get a cheap enough standard unit, then I can put a standard unit back in. Only problem is there's no cage in there, and I think I always chuck the cages away. I've never kept a cage. I certainly don't want to be going and buying a cage for 15-20 quid on eBay, because I've had like dozens of the things and I never bother taking them out. I don't think I've got a dashboard ready to get rid of, because I haven't done a dashboard for a while. So yeah, no, it's going to be a third party. We'll do something. Let's just see what we can win on eBay. Anyway, that's it for now. Just sort of give you a little quick update on bits and pieces. I've still got to try and get to the bottom of why that hatch isn't. Actually, I wonder if it's. Let's just check it. I'm assuming. Where's the key? I've got the key here somewhere. No, that's the Bath key. No, I've lost the key now. I think it must be in the garage. Oh yeah, it is. I can see it. I'm just going to check to see and make sure that boot open light is still coming up. I'm assuming it probably is. It comes up and then goes immediately out, which is a bit odd. But yeah, it's a bit strange that. But something to do with the wiring, obviously. I will double check under that, under the boot rubber actually, just to make sure those wires are okay. I'm not sure that I checked that properly, so I will have another look back at that. Anyway, we'll be back. So there's another little job just completed. Neither of the electric mirrors worked, so I thought, I've got some white mirrors, I'll put the white mirrors on. So I put white mirror on this side, and that didn't work either. So I went inside here and I took that off, and it wasn't plugged in, and I couldn't fish it out, so I had to take the door card off and then fish it out, and then put the door card back on, plug it in, and they both work. So I put the original pop ones back on. So there's no point putting a lounge set on when they work perfectly well. So yet another little thing that I've found that's wrong with this car. What with the hose on the heater box, not heater box, on the what do you call it, airbox. The hose on the airbox was split and holes in it and so on and so forth. And now that, and I'm sure there's going to be other things as well. I'm still contemplating what to do about this wing. I haven't actually got a wing. I've got 3 driver's side wings. I haven't got one this side. It is a little bit rusty. I mean, I could repair it. I don't really want to take it off if it's not necessary. Obviously we got this, which has got to be rubbed down and repaired. We got this little bit here and a little bit of rust showing at the bottom. So I think what I might do is, if I rub them down and fill them, and maybe when the paint shop do this seal down the bottom, I might get them to just blow that in as well. If I repair it and then just get them to blow it in, and that'll do the job, rather than putting a wing on. It just seems a bit of a waste, really. In fact, I've got to buy one as well. It's a bit unnecessary, I think. But yeah, just a little quick update. Anyway, we've still got the boot open message warning, but yeah, I think the next thing we can do with that is the plug on the plugs into both the hatch switch. I've got a fly buzzing around my head. Get off. And so the one that plugs into that and the one that plugs into the lock itself. I don't know whether they've got damaged or what's wrong with them, or whether they got that gunk in there and it's not making a connection properly. I don't know, but it's making a connection because obviously they work. But is it making the correct correction? I don't know. I've tried two the original one, and I've got the other one back on again, and it's still doing the same thing, boot open. So I don't really know what the answer is with that, but I expect we'll get to the bottom of it. We've got to get to the bottom of it, but yeah, that'll be the next thing to do. Both of these, swap the plugs over with the plugs off of the old loom, and wire them up. Hopefully there's not too many wires. I think there's only 3 wires on that one. I can't see the end of that one, but that's probably not going to be much. I think that's only 2 wires actually, I'm not sure. But I'm assuming it's getting a signal from there somewhere that the thing is locked. Someone said about activating the micro switch or bridging it or something, but the micro switch works. Obviously you've got power for the micro switch, you've got power for the lights, and obviously you've got an earth. That's your 3 wires, I imagine. I don't know where it gets the signal from that it's actually closed, unless it's the position of the micro switch. Maybe, I don't know. But we'll have to look into that further. I'm sure we'll get to the bottom of it. Anyway, that's just a quick update for today, and then we'll come back when we've got more. We're back on the white pop again, Project Dirt. Now, hands together, or rather hands up, who knows what the most common fault on Fiat 500s is? Come on, think about it. What's the most common fault on a Fiat 500? This is a fault that is very, very common, and out of all the 57 cars I've now had, I've never ever had it on one. Do we know what it is? The hatch wiring. Look at that. I've changed those plugs, soldered them all, joined them, still did it, and I thought I should have checked this first. So one wire is completely broken, and the others are all frayed and nearly broken in some cases. So that is the culprit. How there's not other stuff that is wrong. Had I known that, had I checked that in the first place when I changed the hatch, I would have used, well then actually I couldn't because it was too short, but I would have, I don't know. Now I probably would have got, and I've probably got another hatch wiring actually. I need to try and pull this through a little bit to give me space to work on, but I could have done this outside of the car rather before I'd put it in the hatch. It would have made it a lot easier. So I'm going to solder and repair all those and put some patches over, and I'm not going to, I know you can get the kits, but I'm not going to do that. I'm going to make as good a repair as I can, because I don't want to be cutting it all and joining them all individually. There's only one that's actually completely broken, so I'll solder that one back together, and then the rest of them can just be masked up. But that is the most common fault on a Fiat 500. I say you should always check, but I would have expected more things to have been going wrong in the car than that. So I think that wire that is broken is one of the wires. It looks the same size and colour as one of the wires that goes to that. So that's going to be the signal wire for the door open, without a shred of a doubt, as that is literally the only one that's broken. Right, so let's get on with that. So after discovering that, fixing it, check this out. Oh yes, oh yes. Unlock, lock, as it should be. Thank heavens for that. So it's a shame I didn't figure it out that it might be that first of all, especially as it's the most common fault on a Fiat 500, all neatly put back together. Hopefully it will never come apart again. Now I can get the carpet back on there again, and then at least that means, apart from the number plate on the back, which I have got in there now, it's all done at the back. So as you know, on the Project Dirt, we had a problem with, couldn't get 2 of the bolts undone on the bumper. So I bought a set of these damaged screw extractor bits. I have had a set of these that were called Easy Outs many years ago, which I've still got, but I never had much joy with them. So I decided to have a look on Amazon, and I found these. They were less than 10 quid, so I've ordered them. So basically they were double it. Let's get them out and show you, for those of you who don't know what they are. I'm trying to do this one-handed. Come out. As you can see, I've got a few car keys here as well. No, I can't do this one-handed. I'm going to have to put the... So they come in 4 different sizes. So you see they've got a piece at the top to make a drill, and then you turn them round, and then I assume you do a reverse drill. I think they must reverse unscrew, I guess. Oh no, they don't actually. No, I think they just make a drill hole, that you can then screw that into, which is obviously a unique type of hole, if you like, and then they should unscrew something that's already rounded off. So hopefully they'll work, but we'll see. So we're going to give that a try very shortly. Right, so as I was just explaining, we got two of these, that one and that one, that won't come out. So I'm going to take the ones out that will come out, and then we'll have another quick go at those ones, and then we'll try using these extractors and hope they work. So that one comes out, and I think that one comes out. Yeah. I haven't actually tried the ones in the wheel arches yet, so I'm hoping they're going to come out. I've never had to do this before. Sometimes they've been a bit tight, and I have had them where I've changed the front panel and I've not been able to get them out, but of course this front panel's not being changed, so there's you know, if they break and you're taking the front panel, you can't get them undone on the front panel, and you're replacing the bumper as well, you don't need to worry, because they're just going to be replaced anyway. So that is completely rounded off, and it's probably damaging me driver actually. Yeah, they're rounded off, so I can't do that. So I'm going to use these easy outs. So I'm going to set the camera up, zoom in, and we'll give it a go with the screwdriver. I've only got an SDS drill plus the battery one that you see me undoing bolts with, so I'm hoping that battery one's going to have enough oomph to actually get these out, and to drill the holes, of course. But time will tell. But I'll be back in a sec. Right, I'm going to try this one first. So we're going to drill a hole. I'm not sure how far you're supposed to drill. Did I just move the camera? Sorry. Just reposition it, turn it round and see what we can do. Not convinced about this. No, that's not working. I think maybe we need a bigger one, a stubborn screw. But let's give this a go. I'm not convinced this is drilling down far enough. Put it on reverse. Not doing anything. Right, I'm going to try it on this one now. I'm not convinced this is actually working. Doesn't seem to be going down very far. I think the drill's not got enough oomph. I think that might be the problem. Yeah, maybe it is the drill, not the actual bits. I haven't got an ordinary power drill. Well, it's sort of gripping it, but there's not enough oomph to get it out. No. I think I need, if anything, I think I need a proper power drill. This one's just not got the oomph. So I'll come to a bit of a standstill now with the with Project Dirt, because I haven't got a drill to get that bumper off. So I'm ordering a drill on Amazon today, so hopefully it'll come next week and I'll get the bumper off and we can get that done. Had a bit of a nightmare on the pop today. I'm not going to go into it now because there's a whole video to come in a couple of days once I put it all together. Because of that, Project Dirt does not start. Don't even go there. It's been a nightmare today, but we will get to the bottom of it. But we still haven't got to the bottom of Project Pop, Red Pop. So yeah, I'm not going to go into it now. But it's peeing me off, shall we say. So anyway, so that's the end of Project Dirt for the time being. We will be back on that, as I say, once I've got the drill, once I've got the bumper, getting the bumper off, and we'll be back in a couple of days with Project Red Pop. So once again, thanks for watching. I hope you've enjoyed it. I hope it's been informative, giving you something to do for 20 minutes or however long this video is. and hope to see you on the next one. Don't forget, if you're a casual viewer, please subscribe. Don't forget to share and also like this video. Comment if you've got any comments to make, and I will mark the little love symbol to show that I've read them, and the thumbs up or the thumbs down, depending on what you say, of course. And we'll answer any questions that you have. So see you on the next one. Thanks for watching.